Hey guys, a couple of new packages here, fresh from eBay as always. Yeah, these are really interesting ones. We'll do this big one first, which is a tad misleading. The guy just OD'd on the packaging. And here you see the PlayStation mouse. Now this is the official Sony one. Originally this came with like a cool Sony mouse mat as well, which is really cool. But yeah, this is only compatible with certain games, like Command and Conquer. I don't know if it works with the original. It works with Red Alert, Retaliation, Police Noughts, things like that. The reason I got it was because I recently burnt a copy of Police Noughts with English subtitles on it. And you know, I've always wanted to play it. It's supposed to be an absolute masterpiece and it looks so goddamn cool. But the problem is, when you use the actual controller, it's so sluggish and slow. It just felt like actually felt like a really bad point-and-click adventure, which, you know, obviously it's not. So this is supposed to have sort of, you know, one-to-one, really fast response time. Whizzes around just like it would on your desktop. And, you know, I can't wait to play that. Play Police Noughts with that. It's going to be fantastic. Also, the lead, which is a bit tangled at the moment. Try and undo this. I think I'd have much luck with one hand. But yeah, the point I'm getting at, the lead is really long, which is fantastic. I was worried it would be short. I do have an extension cable. But yeah, check that out. So, and up we go. So that's pretty long. Yeah, so that's really cool. I recently got, I think I showed this in a video, the Dreamcast mouse. So it's going all out mouse crazy on the consoles. You know, at the time it seemed quite negligible because you were either playing these games on a PC or you're playing them on a console. But now, looking back, I find it's really cool just to see what you could do with a console, you know, just to make it go that extra mile. I mean, you'll never get, regardless of how you play something like Command and Conquer Red Alert on the PlayStation, it's never going to be anything like the PC version, because the performance isn't there. Well, actually, yeah, it's mainly down to the performance. The performance isn't there, the resolution isn't there, and, you know, it's just not the same. But little measures like this, I think, will make all the difference. And it'll be interesting to see how this mouse operates with the console interface that they've implemented into those games to make them work with the controller. So it's almost counterintuitive a little bit, but we'll have to see if that's the case. Second package. This was quite exciting. If you watched my recent video on Final Fight and Magic Sword for the Xbox 360, then this one might not come as a surprise. This is Final Fight for the Mega CD. Now, I've been wanting to get this one since the first day I heard the words Mega CD, because, you know, this was supposed to be one of the absolute best titles for it. And, yeah, what I'm saying, one of the absolute best titles for it. And, yeah, supposedly the best home conversion of Final Fight up until that point. In fact, up until that Xbox One came out, it was the best home conversion, you know, there ever was. It's got actually an improved soundtrack over the arcade, and it really is improved. It's not just Redbook audio, you know, for the sake of it. It really sounds absolutely brilliant. And I've listened to it online and watched videos on YouTube, but I thought it's finally time to bite the bullet and pick it up. Got it for about 12 quid. That's around about the price it goes for, to be honest. But I really, really wanted this one, and I can't wait to give it a go. Like I say, mainly because of that the CD soundtrack is just brilliant, utterly brilliant. And the one on the Xbox version is really good as well. I don't think it's quite the same, but it's top notch. On the topic of the Mega CD, there's something else I want to go after. Again, you would have seen my video of Earthworm Jim, and they had Earthworm Jim Special Edition come out for the Mega CD. And basically, like this, I think it's more fully featured than the original Earthworm Jim, to be fair. It's got some extra stuff in there, probably an enhanced colour palette, maybe something like that. But again, the Redbook audio soundtrack is just brilliant on that version. And again, the Xbox Live one's brilliant as well, but they're different. And, you know, it's just something I really want to get hold of. So I'll certainly be fishing out for that one. Trying to get into my Mega CD at the moment. I swear I had a copy of Sonic CD, but I'll be damned if I can find it. Yeah, but I just want to build up a nice collection on that. But yeah, so that's the newest one. I also just got back from Asda and picked up this, which is not particularly exciting. It's Ninja Gaiden Sigma 2. Now, I already had this, or Ninja Gaiden 2 for the Xbox 360, and when this was announced, you know, it's more featured, you know, improved graphics, improved gameplay, blah 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 blah, improved performance, all that old, you know, nosh, and sounded really good. And then just before it got released, they mentioned in like a press release or something that they'd actually completely toned down all the gore and the violence. And you know, I don't like to say that that's a key component of the game for me, but yeah, it kind of is. And it just felt, I don't know. I mean, people were calling it the definitive version, but if it's got, you know, half of the sort of I don't know what you call it, the atmosphere, the visual style, the mood. That's all the violence is part of the mood. And if that's going out of it, then it just didn't feel right. But I've seen it in Asda for 12 quid for about a month, and I thought, you know what, screw it. I never completed it on the Xbox 360, and this one's got extra features and stuff. You know, maybe I'll give it a shot here, and we'll see how it goes. And that might sound strange to you, but to be honest, the original Ninja Gaiden for the Xbox and Ninja Gaiden Sigma, which is the remake for the PS3, that's one of my favourite games ever. It's just absolutely brilliant. I mean, in the last generation of consoles, the GameCube, the Xbox, and the PS2, for me that was hands down one of the top 5. Absolute belter, and well worth looking out. Well worth looking out for. If you can get Ninja Gaiden Black, or the original Ninja Gaiden Sigma, then honestly do yourself a favour and pick it up, because it's dirt cheap and it's utterly brilliant. And then, you know, if you like that, have a look around at reviews and and see about this one. They changed a lot of the game design in this. In Ninja Gaiden the original, it was kind of like, basically it was segmented into levels, but it was one giant open world that gradually, I say one giant, it wasn't that big, but it's all connected. Every level's connected, and eventually by completing one thing, you'd open up a shortcut back to the beginning, and it just goes around like that. And there was a certain sort of evolution to that, and it's an old school mechanic. It's been used a lot before, but it was implemented so brilliantly. And it's a shame that they just dropped it in this altogether. The levels in this are far more linear. I don't know if you go back to any other levels at all. You know, and when I say go back, it's not like typical traditional backtracking either. It is a lot of fun in the original, and you don't tend to rinse and repeat the same things over and over again. But anyway, I'll stop rambling. Those are my recent pickups, and as always, I'll post something again shortly. Thanks for watching.